Let's be honest. Most new boats built today feel like overpriced plastic toys. They want you to spend 50 grand on something that'll crack the first time you bump a dock. But you don't need a second mortgage to get on the water with a rig that actually lasts. Today we're looking at 5 of the toughest, most reliable boats you can buy in America without breaking the bank. Stick with me through all 5, because number 1 isn't just tough. It's a legendary tank that's been called unsinkable for a reason, and I'll show you exactly why by the end of this video. Starting at number 5, the Tracker Grizzly 1648. If you want zero fluff and 100% utility, this is your rig. It's all welded aluminum, meaning no rivets to leak over time and no seams to fail after years of freeze and thaw. It's got a thick, powder-coated finish that laughs at gravel bars and rocky bottoms. You could drag this thing up a boat ramp covered in stones and barely scratch the paint. You can get the bare hull brand new for right around $5,000. Add a reliable 15 or 25 horsepower outboard, and you're looking at a complete rig for well under 10 grand. It's light enough that one person can load it onto a trailer alone, and simple enough that there's nothing complicated to break down on you out on the lake. If something does go wrong, parts and service are everywhere, because Tracker dealers are practically in every town in America. Bottom line on the Grizzly, it's the cheapest way onto the water that still holds up for decades, and it's the kind of boat you buy once and never think about again. Now, number 4 might surprise you, because it's the boat that guides who fish every single day of the season have quietly relied on for years. At number 4, the Alumacraft V16 Tiller. This is the classic American lake boat, perfected. It's incredibly lightweight, under 300 pounds, so it tows easy behind almost any SUV, and you can launch it alone without a fishing buddy. The hull is heavy-gauge aluminum with no wood core to rot, and there's no complex electronics to break down on you. Packages with a motor and trailer start around $11,000. Light enough to handle alone, tough enough to hand down to your grandkids. Quick word of advice before we hit the top 2. The biggest mistake first-time buyers make is falling for a shiny wood core hull that looks great on day 1, but starts rotting from the inside after a few years in the water. Every boat on this list avoids that completely. Number 3 is for the saltwater guys, the Mako Pro Skiff 15cc. It's built with a one-piece composite hull, so there's zero wood to rot, and it's incredibly stable. You can step up on the gunnel to net a fish and it barely tips. Fully rigged with a motor and trailer, it starts right around $24,000. Proof that a small boat can still handle real open water. At number 2, the Carolina Skiff. This flat-bottom boat is basically a floating pickup truck, nothing fancy, and that's exactly why it's nearly indestructible. It draws almost no water, so it slides into shallow flats where bigger boats get stuck. You can find a clean used one for well under $15,000, and it'll run for as long as you take care of it. Not pretty, just unstoppable. And finally, at number 1, the Boston Whaler. They call it the unsinkable legend for a reason. The hull is packed solid with foam between 2 layers of fiberglass, and the company has literally cut one in half on camera, with both halves still floating. Here's the part that really matters for your wallet, though. A Boston Whaler holds its value better than almost any boat out there. Buy a clean one, take care of it for 10 years, and you can often sell it for close to what you paid. New models start around $23,000, and well-kept older ones show up used for a fraction of that. That's not just a boat, fellas. That's one of the few purchases in boating that can actually pay you back. So which one of these would you park in your driveway? Let me know in the comments. I read everyone. And if breakdowns like this save you time and money, hit that subscribe button, because more of these are coming every week. Safe boating, fellas.